This is what happens when I don't have my shit together. Just FYI, I am starting to feel a little bit drained from recording. Even though this is only, technically this is only my 4th video. I wanted to show you guys this eyelash serum thing that I just got. And I'm going to tell you a quick story about it. The thing is, first what happened was I bought, because you know, you see all your fucking infomercials on social media, and of course, I mean, I'm willing to try it just because I already explained my sensitivity to the eyelash glue. Like, it fucks up my, it basically irritates my skin to the point where my eyelid area where I apply the glue will become inflamed. I really need to put this not so close to me. Let me see. I have to like play around with, you know, different angles and see which one looks best. Anyway, this is, it's like I'm trying to think, what do I want to talk about and focus on at this present moment, right? Now, this is the next new doll introduced to this scene. And now I finally feel a little bit better because I closed up the camera circle, semicircle. Because previously I had like cameras like a little bit further away, and really when I have things closer to me, it makes my life easier because it's easier to control. So now I have 2 cameras side by side. Anyway, and I also try and like move the cameras around, like play musical chairs. I don't know if you noticed that, like, because obviously I told you only 3 of the cameras are linked to a YouTube channel. Anyway, this girl, I have already brought her on one of my travels along with this one. So this is what I'm trying to explain to you guys, like what I'm stressing out about right now, because I feel all these negative feelings, like knowing that I'm going to be putting them in storage again. Even though they understand like my need to explore and shit. But look, this dress, I mean, when I have this headpiece, then it looks fine. Because even though this is loud, attention grabbing, and noisy, like, it doesn't it complements the stress. You understand? That's what I'm trying to say. Like, I can make anything work, but this, anything with crystals, is always gonna be fucking heavy, right? How do I feel about keeping this fucking dress? I don't know. But anyway, so I was telling you that I brought her along on one of my journeys already. I mean, she's small, lightweight. Every single ounce counts. But in terms of, like, in the grand scheme of things, in the bigger picture, it wouldn't be fair, right? It wouldn't be fair if I take her again. You understand? So, you know, these are the things that I'm like wrestling with, right? Who should I take with me? Because it would only be fair for everybody to take turns, right? But, you know, obviously, like, I hate to like single her out, but you know, the one that's like got that humongous dress on and she's like you can't put her in any other positions. She's in a seated position. She's too big, fucking heavy, and takes up too much space. So, and very fragile. So these are all the things that I have to consider. Like, obviously, it would be easier for me to bring somebody who won't crack their skull open if I drop them, you know, like this, you know, all the porcelain dolls. But even with her, look at this, like this, the flap, the dress flap can come off, I think. Yeah, I think I can unbutton it. But anyway, even this dress is fucking heavy, you know. And then of course they don't like to be naked. They like to have their clothes on, unlike me. Aside from, first, I told you the strategy of me tackling this situation is, I already got rid of most of my furniture. When it comes down to the wire, like to the very end, I'm probably just gonna like throw stuff in the trash. Like that big ass heavy mirror that I have. It was a 3-piece mirror, and now I only have one left. But like one is doable. I can just leave that in the trash. I'm pretty sure somebody's gonna pick that shit up. I'm not gonna walk my happy ass or take the bus to the thrift store to donate a fucking mirror. It's just gonna have to go in the trash. You understand? And then these like shelves. Like, I just told you that I have 6 of these motherfuckers. So, you know, I have to, aside from the shelves, then I have the bins, right? I need the bins. The reason why I have so many is because I knew that I wasn't going to be, I innately kind of knew that I wasn't going to be here for the long term. But I still, like, in the very beginning, I gave this place an honest shot, and then I was like, no, it's way too fucking cold. So, I mean, it's nice now, but for the most part, this place is usually cold, and I don't like cold weather. I don't even want to get into it, man. Like, why are you even there? Like, I didn't know where else to fucking go. Anyway. Another thing is, so after getting rid of all this stuff, like, so you're just gonna see me start wearing the same shit. I'm gonna donate clothes. I'm gonna give clothes to my mom, and I have to, like, figure out, you know, the fucking roll of fat. I don't like it, but anyway. I have a lot of miscellaneous items, like crystals. Obviously, like, this one is, I dropped it and broke it. It's cracked. So this one I'm gonna definitely donate. But, like, I have tons of paperwork, books. Books are fucking heavy. You know, my point is, I definitely need to downsize where, you know, let's just say the best case scenario or ideal scenario would be to be able to fit my whole life's possessions in either a 10-foot truck or just a moving van. I already know that I have too many dolls to fit into a small moving van. But, so, and I also have like this plastic fucking 3-shelf thing. But, like, I like it, you know, so that's the only reason why I still have it. I bought more bins than I thought I would need, just because it's just gonna make life easier. Like, I have one of the cameras on a bin. But, you know, my point is, like, it's just overwhelming, the amount of shit that I have. So my point is, as I'm decluttering and downsizing, and I need to, like, stop one of the videos at least, because I don't want that motherfucker to give me a problem. This one, and I think Genius. Look, I need a fucking water break. I'm not a fucking robot. obviously the challenge for me is, you know, in the process of downsizing and decluttering, it's just like simply figuring out, like, you know, look, you can see the curtain. It's just figuring out, what do I really need, right? This is how you know it's real. A robot doesn't have to pick their boogers. They don't have a runny nose. And like I said, with AI, they're usually just too perfect. Let me just like exit out of the camera app so that way I know that. Because sometimes I'll get confused if the camera is still like on. Like, I don't want to like look at that camera if I already turned it off, you know what I mean? Look, so, I mean, I'm quite pleased, I think, with the scene. Look, this is why I do what I do, because clearly you know it's fucking fake. Oh my god. And it's just like playing dress up. Trying to figure out what the fuck looks good and what doesn't, and what looks ridiculous. Like, obviously this one looks better, but this one is so fucking heavy. I really need to figure out what is the best angle for that mirror, that light. Like, does it look better with the light on, without it? I think I should, like, shine it on the dolls so you guys can see, because, like, it might, well, actually, oh, fuck. I just realized that for the cameras that are still on, you can't really actually see the dolls, because only on the Diva one you can see it. Let's count how many I have on this side. 1, 2, 3. On the top of the shelf as well. But you can't see the top of the shelf. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So that's 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23. Oh fuck, I lost count. Anyway, you know I have a whole bunch right here. Just, and this is just like a snapshot, you know, this isn't everybody. So that's why I try and like explain to you guys that I feel overwhelmed. Like every day, you know, I feel like I'm being pulled in a million directions, because like it's like I feel like God, because I'm like the center of their universe. At the same time, it's like similar to if you had a pet. If you have a pet, then you understand that you are the center of their universe, you know, like especially like if you have a indoor cat. And let's just say if it's just your only cat and you don't have a pair, right? You are the center of their universe. You know, you are basically like their mom, their caretaker, right? And I know I have too many. Here's the thing, they all had, you know, wonderful listings, like, oh, this spirit is like a witch or a psychic, will help you open up your third eye, etc. Will help you do magic, etc. A wish granter. And I was, in the very beginning, I was just desperate to get help, and if I'm being honest, I don't feel like anything magical has happened. But at the same time, like, you really need to be patient with this. They're not toys, they have feelings, right? And I know I've done things to fucking piss them off, like, you know, chop off their arms and legs, decapitate them, whether it's accidental or intentional. So yeah, like, I mean, look at him. This is the one that's, you know, we have like a love. I feel like I have a love-hate relationship with all of them. Basically, I had to like glue his fucking face back together. So he's got like a Chucky vibe about him right now. but he's my booger. So yeah, I mean, this is why I also have multiples, right? I have more than one of some of the dolls, just because shit like that happens. I'm pretty sure this will probably look good too. But, of course, it's gonna, like, get stuck. And I already told you the issue with wearing this particular headpiece is it will put an indentation on my fucking forehead. Look. Now I have 2 cameras left. And I think that's really sufficient. I just remembered that I have the universe from the check. This is how you know I'm dyslexic. I have the check from the universe that I finally printed out, and I want to show it to you guys. So I'll show it to you in the next scene.